Ready on everything. All right, good to go. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hey, this is AJ the franchise.
It's your boy Ben the Great.
Hey, man, this is Talking Real Spill podcast.
Yes, sir. Well, we just come and chop it up with y'all on some everyday topics. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all our thoughts and opinions on things, and just bring y'all along on our journey, man. You know.
Right.
So with that being said, welcome to the discussion, man.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
And me and my boy Ben the Great was talking earlier today, and we was kind of bringing up, the topics of the pressure of a black man.
Yeah.
And we had a good conversation about that. We was like, man, you know what? Why not talk about it tonight? You
Right.
know, it's a good conversation that we had going on. So we just wanted to bring it to y'all attention and just kind of get y'all an insight on how we felt about it, or the stuff we was kind of talking about earlier.
Yeah. We definitely had started off a good conversation. We ain't ended, because we wanted to bring it here or whatever. So we definitely want to see what y'all think, man. And just speaking of that, I remember we was talking about just how it kind of seemed like, we have we come out with strikes against us already.
Right.
It seemed like for us, it's like we already. When we step into the world, or as when we're leaving the house, or even early teens, we already have strikes against us. So we already have to kind of walk a fine line, as far as how we act, how we talk, how we look, how we present ourselves, And I don't want to say, oh, it's unfair, because it's life. It is what it is.
Right,
we have to deal with it. But it's like man, before judging me, before looking at me and saying this and that, let me show you who I am. Let me tell you who I am. And I feel like we don't get that chance. We don't get that opportunity most times.
Like when you were saying, with the strikes against us, kind of it kind of goes to like when I was saying earlier, it's kind of like we got to live this perfect life almost. Kind of like we can't afford to mess up. That's what I mean. Like we can't afford to mess up and do bad in the world, because we know we already got so many strikes against us already as it is, and anything could get us in the worst predicament, man.
Right.
So
man. Like you say, man, we like I say, like what I just touched on, man. We don't have that margin of error, as a lot of folks.
Right.
We have to come out the gates knowing, even as kids, we're especially now, we're starting to get taught, or we're starting to teach our kids, okay, this is how you interact with cops. This is how you need to act here, and this is how you need to act here. It's okay to act this way here. And it's like I say, don't want to be saying unfair and fair, but it's like, man, why is this what we have to worry about teaching our kids or being taught when there's so much other stuff in the world that we should be worried about?
But trying to aware them on, but we got to bring up the police thing, and
that's how it is.
Yeah, because as we all know, we've been through, so much police brutality,
Definitely.
A lot of, killings that came from police, in other states and stuff like that, and other countries, and, also just just the profiling, what I'm saying? They kind of judge us by, what we wear or what we drive, us youngsters, we even the old schools, if we like to ride our nice cars, put the wheels on it, make it look good, put the tint on it, everything, the music and stuff like that. And then a cop will more likely mess with you on the street over, that white Nissan rolling by, or you know what I'm saying, or that little kid rolling by. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? It's crazy that you even mentioned the cars and because at first it was the candy paint, the swingers and things like that. That was automatic target.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me anyway, that was automatic target. But then
that's why I never got
it was even if you go and keep it classy, even you just get you a nice lack, nice Cadillac, or you get you a nice now, the Lincolns are looking nice now. Or let's just say, me or yourself, let's just say we pull up in a Tesla. That's gonna be a problem. They see us in a Tesla, maybe the wrong neighborhood or something. It's like
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's probable cause. You know, and it's like, man, that should not be.
Yeah.
And it is, and a lot of people, they want to play the game and try to act like it's not. Man, it is. We have to wake up and really start to like deal with these problems head on. Man, that really is a problem. So now it is. At first, like I said, it used to be the wheels or the loud music or the candy paint, but now it's just like nice stuff. Period. It's like not to say like, are we not supposed to have it, but it's like a red flag. Like if they have it, how did they get it?
Right.
Are you selling drugs? Are you doing? It's like
profiling when they come back and report it. Right.
And man, like we shouldn't have to deal with that, man. We have enough stress. We have enough problems. We have enough to deal with, like to where that should not be on our mind.
Right. Definitely.
And that's crazy, man.
That is crazy, man. And that just some of the stuff that we deal with, but it's just crazy how we gotta teach that, like you were saying earlier. We gotta teach that to our kids and stuff like that, and we gotta go through the profiling and the killings and the brutality, everything that come with it. Because we've been going through it for years. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really changed. And just the generation and the times. And so I think now it's just more like televised now.
Yeah, it's just more out in the open, man. It's just more.
You got more people like got phone where you can record an action happening to somebody, or the social media, all of that's going on. So now it's just more of a stuff could be more blown up now.
Right, and believe it or not, man, as foolish as I may seem, when this started to happen more and more and more, and you start to see more videos of this, that, and the other, I thought things would get more. I thought things would slow down a bit. It's like, okay, they starting to get recorded. They starting to, so they gonna check themselves now. And it was like, that to me seemed like it made it worse because now they start getting recorded and seeing that they wouldn't even get in trouble. And it was always some kind of way twisted to be justified to where it was like, okay, you recording me, so hey, make sure you get my face. And it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So I was mind blown at first,
right,
and now it's like I can see something now and there's nothing surprises me. So now the best thing I do, the best thing I can tell my kids, my nephews, or any other black man is just be prepared. And when I say be prepared, if you're driving some nice, make sure the license is good. Make sure you are wearing your seatbelt. Don't drink and drive. Make sure your tags are good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you straight. And I'm not gonna tell you to, because that was a big thing at a time. They was like, well, if they just complied, that would be, it wouldn't go that. Then we start to see the videos. We start to see the videos of people complying and still having issues. I'm not gonna necessarily just say comply, but just know your rights. That helps. Right. That helps too. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to get super disrespectful and all that. But at the same time, man, respect is an earned trait. You don't give respect just because you're a cop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you respect off top because you're a man. But at the same time, I myself am a man too, so you need to give me that same respect too.
Right.
But that's just a part of something that we deal with as a black man, right? And that alone is enough to drive some people crazy. But off top, even with all that, we still have to, let's just say we got stopped and we had all this happen. We had to control ourselves. We had to bite our tongue for a little bit or whatever. We had to deal with some disrespect from this cop or whatever the case may be, or from anybody. And then now you have to go home, you know what I'm saying? And before you can even get it off and hey baby, I had this kind of day or whatever, you might be getting some pressure from your wife or from your girl or from your the baby mom or whoever
man.
So that's on top.
Right, on top, man. And that's another thing just to, elaborate on, like
definitely.
The women thing, well, let's just say like it's not just like more of the struggles of it. It's more like, just that pressure, like you were saying, like we're just adding more on top of what we already got going. It's like, with the woman thing, we as men kind of need, that woman support on our side, based off of, just everything we just said right now. And then, everything else I know that we kind of go through, so you know, it's good to have that support from your woman, you know, when you coming home or whatever, and you know she could take that stress or that load off your shoulder and make certain situations easier for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? If it's just paying bills or helping you pay bills, helping you trying to get to the next level, helping you trying to start a business, you know, help you try to run that business. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, you know, just that lift of, you know, golly, now I ain't got to worry about that much stuff on top of this because I know my woman got my back. You know,
man.
Right.
You said we kind of need that, man. I'm gonna jump back to that, and I'm gonna say it's
must.
almost essential.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's almost essential, man.
Right.
And that's why I feel like, you know, a lot of people not big on relationships or whatever. But that's why I feel like, man, that's a blessing when you can find that right woman.
Right.
Because they can make a bad day great. You know what I'm saying? They can make a bad day good. They can make a good day great. You know?
Yeah, man.
So, I mean, because they can help you lift some of that weight, man. But like you, along those lines, you were saying, man, if I just dealt with that outside the house, the last thing I want to do is come home and have to deal with, you know, some nonsense or some drama or whatever, you know. So I need somebody that's, you know, going to have my back, that's going to kind of be able to look at me and tell, you know, I don't know what it was, but you know, you got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So let me, you know, let me help you too. Let me, you know, let me massage your back. Let me give you a massage or something. You know, because women, I feel like women look at the man, and they want the Superman.
Right.
They want the money man. They want the toughness. They want they want you to show your emotions and everything, but at the same time, I think a lot of them forget that, man, we are men and we are here to be protectors and everything of that nature, but we still have emotions. We still have feelings. Man, I don't mind getting my back rubbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind you helping me to relieve some stress, however it may be, whether it may be rubbing my temple, you know, massaging my temples, or just watching a movie with me, just letting me know, or to
just even
cool down, you know,
just being a listening ear sometimes,
just
you
being
know,
that sometimes,
right? Just if I'm mad about something, or you know somebody mad about something, just letting somebody vent, you know, and get that out their chest, and just that woman support, like, hey, I feel you, that'll make you feel better, and like get that anger off, bro. You know, it's man. Like, I think that itself is an episode. Like, man, like, that's huge. And that, I know that's part of something we're going to touch on, you know, tonight too. But, man, I really hope our women are listening, man, you know, right now. Because, man, y'all don't know you know, how big of a role y'all could play in a man having a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year, just a good life, period, man. Definitely, man.
You know, you can be the difference of a man.
Oh, yeah.
Going out and doing something stupid, or just staying in the house and really being on some chill stuff, you know.
I done had that happen a lot in my life.
You know,
man. You know, especially when we was younger, man, and doing all that rowdy stuff, man. There's plenty of times where I was just like, man, you know what, I ain't even gonna go tonight.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm gonna chill. Right.
And then when I do, you know, the next day, I'm calling my partners, asking what happened at the club. You know, they like, man, you ain't missing nothing, or it was a shootout, or it was some old dumb stuff that went on. You know, it was a fight. It was something. You like, man, see. I'm glad I ain't go. I'm glad I was laid up. You know. Yeah. But not even just on that. Like, it's been times, man, where I done had some stupid stuff on my mind. You know, I was going through some stuff. This happened, and now I'm ready to go do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? Take your anger out on somebody.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, but the wife, or you know, just her words are just her saying, okay, well, you know what? Sometimes they a blessing and not even knowing. Just saying, hey, well, I want to go do this. So you going to do that with them stops you from going to do this, and now you back to yourself.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me and the wife went to Cheddar's, you know, had a drink and some eat, and we laugh, and then we having a good time, and now my mind ain't even on that no more. And I needed that.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's why I'm saying, man, women are like that, man. That's why I try to make sure, you know, I show my wife how much I appreciate and love her, because, man, y'all are a vital part of our being, man. I promise you, you know. But it also take y'all understanding of that role, because just as good as you can be bad too, man. Exactly. Because a lot of times that negative energy y'all put into us, you know, when we already going through, and then now y'all just come and slamming us, that can push us to go do something stupid. Exactly. Or that can push us from doing something positive.
Right,
So,
right.
you know, it's essential that these women start to understand the roles that they play, man. Yes, y'all are huge, man. Y'all queens, y'all valued. I promise you. And if you're not valued, get somewhere that you are.
Right.
You know, because you like I say, you play a vital role in everything we do.
Everything.
You know,
everything. It's a yin and yang thing, man. Just like, you know, women can't live without a man, we can't live without a woman.
Definitely.
You know, as much as, you know, you might hear somebody saying that, you know, you can do it and all that. I don't need no man, I don't need no woman. At the end of the day, you're going to need some part of a woman, you're going to need some part of a man. You know, and it's just a yin and yang thing, you know. But
it's big, man. But, you know, and that's just a part of the give and take on everything, like you say, the yin yang, man. So we gotta. I feel like we have to learn how to, you know, both women and men. We have to learn how to be that support that's needed.
Right.
I need to know my woman good enough to where I can see when she needs, and I be what she needs, and vice versa.
Right.
But I think a lot of times, us men, we get overlooked because we are men. We're supposed to be strong. We don't supposed to ever fall down. We don't supposed to be, so a lot of times we get overlooked. A woman is always like kind of on the I need, you know, or my feelings, this, that, and other, kind of forget about us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then that kind of brings in that support role. Like, you know, sometimes we need that submissiveness, you know, sometimes when it comes to certain situations or, you know, certain, you know, situations where, you know, like, times, you know, and when you hear that word submissive, man, that just drive a woman crazy, man. Like, they think that, you know, that submissive word mean, you know, control, you know, something like I'm trying to run you or something like that. When now, like, when you open up your mind really and really understand, you know, the submissive, you know, meaning behind it, you know, it's not really like, you know, we trying to tell y'all what to do or nothing like that. It's just more about, like, you know, just being in that corner. And like we had an episode about, you know, we touched on this about another on another episode, and it was kind of saying like we got to do that, you know, both ways. You know, we're talking about the man type, you got to be submissive too. You know, when it comes to the women, do what they want to do. You know. You know, see what they want to see, go out and do, you know, what they want to do sometime. Or like if they saying something, you know, you got to bow down and listen to the woman sometime. You know, it ain't always just, you know, just listening to the man and, you know, you know, doing what you have to do to you know, support the man, and it ain't going vice versa.
Right,
you know?
right. But that's, I mean, and like you say with that submissive point, it's not about control or you're underneath me or I'm above you, but it's more of you being my support system. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like and letting me lead. You know what I'm saying? Let me lead, you know? Yeah. And like I say, because a lot of times we need that, man. A man, women want to be loved, and the men want to be respected. Right. Show me that respect. Right. You know, and show me you'll let me lead, and let me lead you. And let you lead. You know, I think a lot of times that'll drive a man to do better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that'll lead the relationship in a better situation. You know, it'll let the relationship become better. I think a lot of times, man.
And I think like it's nowadays that's kind of getting a little like you know, changed from how it was back then. You know, like back then it was more of that structure like that, like the man led or work. You know, the woman she you know, she did, you know, work here and there, but she was more like supporting the kids. You know, take care of the kids, take care of the house, make sure that, you know, their food was ready. You know, that was just her job. You know, man took care of the bills, everything like that, and like, you know, just that leading thing. You know, and then even if the woman did work, you know, it was still like, you know, when it came to the household, we know that the man ran the house. You know, but nowadays it's just kind of like, you know, the woman got this high pedestal now. And it's like some of the men is taking the back rows now, you know, and a lot of men not really leading like that. Like it was like how I feel like structure should have been,
right? Or how it always been, you know. But that again falls to, you know, the like the pressure on us, because now you have a lot of, you know, back in the day, like you say, the men would work, the women. What was the housekeepers? You know, they'll keep up the house, make sure the kids good and everything like that, and that was cool. So the men we was always okay with our women not working, like making less than us, But now, a lot of women would not be okay with a man making less than her. I think, you know. Now, of course, we don't know everything, but now, you know, women want to be able to do everything everything that a man can, right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to or you can't. That's not what we're saying. But what I'm saying is that's how it is nowadays, right? So with a woman
like
working,
the double standard thing,
right? So with a woman working and making her money now, a lot of women, hey, we have a lot of successful women, especially
nowadays.
We have a lot of successful women, but a lot of those women now, especially the successful ones making good money, they're not willing to be with a man not making as much as them.
Right.
So it's like, to me, it's like, you know, and kind of like what we talking about the double standard thing is like
want to lead because
you want a man to lead and everything, but then it's like, okay, well, I make a little more than you, or I make you know a lot more than you, so now you won't allow him to lead.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you feel like your pocketbook now entitles you to be able to lead.
Exactly.
So
so now we just kind of putting money above like structure, you know, of morals
or love. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, whether my wife makes more or I make more, man, it's for the house, and our love is what matters the most, right? Now, a lot of people will say they down for that, but until you in that situation, until you have to deal with that and do that, it's hard to say, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I say, that just adds to the pressure. You know, it's a lot we already dealing with. And again, man, we are in no way trying to make excuses for men. You know what I'm saying?
This is conversation.
Because a real man is a real man. A BS man is you know what I'm saying? Dude that ain't about nothing, that's just how he is. So we are in no way making excuses for these men. But what I'm saying is, like, it's already a lot we have to deal with, man. So if a woman makes more than a man, and I have no problem with that.
Me,
I know a lot of dudes do though. I do, because of our pride.
It's our pride.
Because
it's
we was always brought up that we're the ones supposed to support this other. So you know it is what it is. But it's a different day and time.
That could be more of a push too for a man to try to do better.
You would think so anyway. You would think so.
On that though, but you know, I don't like. You know, I'm piggybacking on what you said. Like, I don't have no problem either. Like, if I had a woman and she made more than me, I wouldn't have a problem with that. If anything, that would just push me to try to grind a little harder. You know, it's not that I'm trying to be like, okay, well, I got to this point now, I'm making more money than you and I'm good. You know, it'll be more of like, you know, how can we come together and make and grow you know, a business together? How can we come together and make money together and flip money together?
Especially nowadays,
you know,
man. It's so easy. Well, I'm not gonna say it's so easy, but it's way easier to start businesses now. So, like, if anything, like you say, man, use that as motivation. So, even though there is a lot of, you know, even more pressure on the man, like, use it. You know what I'm saying? Use it for what it can be. Like, use it for motivation, man. Like, get out there and really get out there and grind, man. I know I have a lot of friends out there that's starting stuff from nothing, man. Like, and really making something. You know what I'm saying? So, like, use it for what it's worth, man, and make it work for you. But you know, we just trying to get get our women to understand, like, you know.
And like
see what you can really be doing to us, you know, to the man. So,
and like another, you know, like kind of double standard thing, you know. I know we was talking, like, you know, when we was talking about the baby thing, you know, like when it's the woman, you know, if she does something, you know, wrong with the baby or whatever like that, then, you know, sometimes it's kind of, you know, patty footed, like, you know, you know, kind of like, you know, it's on swept under the rug, like, you know, you're a first time mother, you know, stuff like that. You get more help or, you know, stuff like that, encouragement about it. But like, if it's your turn to watch that baby and you do something wrong, you know, then it's World War III, you know, or even when it comes down to, you know, the laws or whatever, like, you know, you'll still get more pressure on, you know, what happened under the, you know, the care of a man than it would under the care of a woman.
I believe so.
You know,
I believe so.
And you know, and that differentiates on different things, but you know, that was just one thing. And then like another like double standard kind of thing is like, you know, a woman could kind of get, you know, way more things than we can get. You know, food stamps, you know, housing, you know, TANF, WIC, you know, they could get all of this stuff, you know, that we couldn't get as men. You know, and
even though now I am hearing, you know, that I think all those things you just mentioned, men are getting now. But I'm not 100% sure because I haven't done all my research on it, but I believe it probably will be a little harder or a little, you know what I'm saying, or this has just come about.
It was
anyway,
just more
you know
of saying like, elaborating to saying like, you know, at the end of the day, if we lost our job or something like that, it's not as a given or so easy to get out of this stuff like that.
Pick up and get another one, you know,
it's like,
get out there and grind and find something else.
Yeah, we got to get out there and grind and try to get on something else. Vice versa, where, you know, the government kind of assists the woman, you know, more than they would on a man. That's why they're giving, you know, all of this stuff, housing and all this stuff like that. But they ain't got to be out the house. You know?
I was just about to say, and then as soon as they do that, is okay. Well, where's the dad? Is he absent? And if he is around, then no, you can't get it. So it's like it's already a setup, you know. So okay, well, soon as you know the woman lose her job or she's kind of down, it's like okay, they're gonna jump in and help, which is okay, cool. And again, we're not shitting on that or whatever, right? They're gonna jump in and help, but now the dad can't be around, or he can't be living now. You know what I'm saying? So it's already kind of starting that separation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the separation. And like you say, with the man, is like, if we lose our job, is okay, well, child support was due, I need it, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I got to jump out and try to find something else. Again, more pressure, you know what I'm saying? That's just pressure on top of pressure. And as a man, I feel like, you know, we should always try to have our stuff in order anyway. Right. But man, it's hard. It's hard for anybody. Right. So I'm not, and I'm not gonna sit out here and say it's not gonna happen to us. You know what I'm saying? Right. Again, like I said, we're not making excuses, but we know this kind of stuff happens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, on top of everything, that's just another stone thrown on the top of our back, you know, on everything we already carrying. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, the women have this, that, and the other that's already kind of set up, but then as soon as you jump on that, oh well, get him out of here. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then now he got to scramble to try to find something and get something else going. And like I say, man, the pressure that we can have on us, it's kind of set up already.
You know, I would say, you know, kind of the win on the women's side. Even when it comes to child support and everything, like it's kind of already set up for the women. Which, like we saying, we not bashing nothing, but that's just what we was talking about on the side of a man. You know, like extra pressure gonna be added to it because we don't have so much grace from, you know, or so much support from the government or, you know, whatever. You know, we got to kind of jump out there and get it. You know, it's not really given like that.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. And it, you know, in this, it don't make it no easier on us. And I know a lot of people say it shouldn't be easier, or you don't need the easier. Some guys will say I don't want it easy. It is what it is. Okay, that's cool and that's all good too.
Everybody got a story.
But I don't want to have to run through a wall to get stuff neither. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know, we just want to, you know, make everything fair, make everything good. Not and however you do it, let's just make it good for everybody. Right. You know, my thing of talking about this tonight on the podcast is just to, you know, try to help kind of open up the women eyes on some, like, okay, well, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can start to see where he at mentally. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I can try to see how he's feeling before I dump this on him or something. Right. Like, it's more of this, you know, even other men. Because I feel like we throw a lot of pressure on each other as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How we talk to each other. Yeah. Looking at each other. Yeah. Oh, hey, you mugging me and all that. Come on. It's
instant beef or something.
Instant beef. You don't know what you don't know what I went through today. Right. This look on my face might not even be for you. Now I happen to be looking at you now, you know what I'm saying? But this look of disgust or anger or whatever this come from early this morning. Right. You know, whatever the case may be, and I'm walking down the street now and I'm looking this way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the minute you say something to me now, I say something to you, and it's automatic beef. Yeah. That's just more pressure. Yeah. Because again, we was already taught not to show feelings, not to show weakness. Yeah. You know, never let a man look down on you. This, that.
Not so express your feelings.
Yeah. So the minute you say something disrespectful to me, you know, I have to say something back to you. Or anyway, let me put that. You know. Yeah. So it's like, I think we just have to be mindful as people, man. Our women definitely, and as other brothers,
play
man.
So much of a role.
Women play a huge role.
You know, it is other stuff that comes along, definitely, you know, everything that we go through. But, you know, that woman could be that ease factor that we definitely need, you know, and they play such a big role, like we was talking about earlier, man. And I just think that's something, like you said, that could be something that women could go back home and sit around and just ponder on, and just think about, well, dang, I ain't really think about all the other stuff you dealing with. I ain't gonna come at you, about you pissing me off about this, or you not cleaning this up, whatever the case may be.
So let me, let me revamp. Let me, you know what? Yeah, this is wrong right now, whatever. But let's see what you got going on right quick. And sometimes that's all it's about. Like you say, that yin yang stuff. A lot of times it's giving and take, man. And like, yeah, you're right, Rachel. It's all about support. And B, man, we appreciate y'all chiming in.
Right.
But it's all about support, man. I promise you, that goes a long way, man.
Right.
Because, like I say, I walk down the street, I'm already dealing with something, and but let's say I was dealing with something, and then, the wife called me, and we talking, and she just give me some words of encouragement. That may end that beef that would have happened. Because now she done brighten my day.
Right.
So now this don't even happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
My kids do it for me all the time. Man, I've had bad days. I was in a bad mood. My kids run up to me and it's like, man, and now I forgot. I'm not even thinking about that. Now. So instantly, I'm good. You know. So man, this support is huge, man, and I think that goes for everybody. Like, man, as a brother, me and you, if I see you going through something, man, I feel like it's my obligation to try to uplift you.
Right.
Whatever it be, man. Like, I might be having some on my plate, but if what you going through is bigger than what I'm going through, man, I owe that to you. I owe that to me. I owe that to our society, our community, whatever the case may be. I owe it to try to get you back on, back on your toes, man. Get you back good. And that
goes back to saying, what we were saying earlier, like, even on the brother side, instead of, having that instant beef when you see somebody, sometimes just that talk, that, that comfort talk, just having that ear, just like, if a dude going through something, just having him vent to another brother, and then having that brother give his little 2 cents of how he could have handled it, or whatever, or how he should handle it, and then that'll change the whole perspective of something.
It could be a big difference. It could be a big game changer, man. Seeing somebody mugging, instead of saying, "Why you mugging me?" Be like, "Hey, man, hey, you good, boss? You need to talk.
Exactly.
Let's try that. You know what I'm saying? Let's try waving at each other, chucking the dudes. Instead of mugging each other,
stopped the whole situation from happening.
Especially back in our days coming up, that mugging stuff was big, and I used to have people asking me what was wrong with me, and I'm like, "What you talking about? My face. I had an angry face, though.
Right.
So you would perceive it as me, mugging you, but this to me, I'm just going by my merry way. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, you don't even understand. You can look at something, it's all about perspective. You can look at something and see it this way. He's seeing it another way, but then what you say and how you act, and then how he react, you started a whole war when it was really just miscommunication, man. So sometimes it's just, man, hey, Ross, you good? You know what I'm saying? You need to talk or whatever. That don't make you weak, man. To me, that make you stronger than anything, really.
Exactly.
When you could put other people before yourself, when you could put this man... because a lot, man, you got people committing suicide. You don't know what people going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could save somebody's life sometimes just by speaking to them.
Exactly.
Taking 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You never know, man. That's why I was saying, like, just that little conversation could stop a whole, situation from happening, man.
Right.
But,
and that's huge, man. It could be huge. Man.
Right. And we, that kind of wrap it up, everything that we just, was talking about earlier. We just wanted to bring y'all into the conversation, and we just wanted to touch on a little bit of that. And we appreciate everybody that tuned in, and listened to us and kicked it with us today. And, we'll be back on Thursday, giving y'all some more heat, man. We're thinking about bringing a call in for Thursday. We'll see how that play out. But if not, we'll definitely be, giving you some more good stuff, man. So definitely be looking out for that on Thursday.
Definitely.
And on the business side of everything, real estate side, if there's any sellers, that's trying to get rid of their properties and looking, for a cash offer on something, or if there's any wholesalers that got any deals, that's trying to get it off JV or something like that, feel free to reach out. Or if there are any buyers, that's looking for properties, I got a long list of properties. So I'll definitely be looking forward to doing business with you on the real estate side and on the Forex side.
Yes, definitely. Of course, on the Forex side, man. Reach out to me on the Facebook page, Talking Real Spill.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to go over, anything you want to leave as far as comments or whatever. Anything you want me to touch on in a future episode, definitely get with me. Let me know.
All real estate questions, all Forex questions.
Real Spill Podcast.
You can just hit us up on that one website. That Talking Real Spill Podcast on Facebook or Instagram, and
definitely.
We can still do business through that. So we'll just be looking forward to everything y'all got.
And anything positive.
Mm-hmm.
Even outside of Forex and real estate, this podcast we definitely gonna bring the Forex, the real estate, but we own positive stuff. We own mindset shifting. We trying to build positive and uplift the community, man. So we want some positive energy.
Right.
Any topic that's positive, definitely, man. If you have something that you want us to touch on, or if you have a question on something that we could turn into a conversation,
right.
Definitely leave a comment, leave a question. Let us know what it is, and we will definitely touch on it. So that's what this is about: positive energy, positive vibes. That's what it's about.
And we'll definitely be looking forward to it in the inboxes, man. So definitely reach out, man, and let us know if you got anything that you want to talk about, or if you want us to just talk about it. Feel free to just put that in the comment. And until the next discussion on Thursday, man, it's AJ the Franchise.
It's your boy being the great, man. We appreciate
this is Talking Real Spill Podcast.
Yes,
we'll catch y'all Thursday.
All right, we out.
Yes, sir.
That's